Welcome to the part 2 of this video, and in this video we are going to be looking at comments. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to create a new file here and call it part2.py. So this is where we are going to be writing all our code for this part 2. So, and as you know, we write the code in Sublime Text Editor, we run it in our terminal, which is this. So now let's come to our Sublime Text Editor. So what is comment, or what are comments? So comments are tests that explain what your code is doing. Comments are write-ups, things you write to describe or to explain how your code works. That is basically what comment is in Python. And you should know that comments are not executed by your Python interpreter. So if I should come here and say, let me say something like username equals to Isaac. So this is a basic code I've written. I've assigned the value of Isaac to the variable username. So now we come here and say print username. So this is a basic program I've written here. Let us run this code. So run it, I'll come to my terminal and say Python space part2.py and press enter. So you notice it's display Isaac, which is what we actually wanted. So but what we're talking about now is comments. So to write comments in Python, you put hash sign, and anything that follows the hash sign is regarded as comments. So if I should say, okay, store username. So you see, I'm just explaining what the code is doing because the code actually store username. So, but in this case, username is Isaac. So your code, your comment should explain what your code is doing. And you should know that comments are not run as part of your code. So when your code run, Python do not run your comments as part of your code. So if I should come here again and write some other comments here, I say this is a comment. So let's press Ctrl S to save it and come back to our terminal to run it. Press or press enter. You notice it's not showing that part of the code. So it's not showing this part. So normal users that use your program, normal users that use your website, they don't see this comment part. So they don't see the comment part. It's only developers that see this comment. To show you that comments are ignored by your Python interpreter, let's come here and say, let's just put another one. Let's say age. Should I say, okay, let's say age equals to, mind you should learn to give space. So let's say age equals to 20, and I will come here and say print age. So we are actually printing two things. We are printing age, we are also printing username. Remember to always press Ctrl S to save. Now go to our terminal to run the code, press up and press enter. So you notice it display 20 and Isaac, which is this one displays 20 and this display Isaac. Now if I should put hash sign here, this will be ignored by our Python interpreter. So this part that prints age will not run again. So let me press Ctrl S to save and come back to our terminal and run the code. You see, it only display Isaac. It do not display age because why? We have comment out age. So any text or any write-up, even though is your function, is your command, whatsoever that comes after the hash sign is regarded as a comment. So you should take this into consideration. Now let's look into importance of comment. So why is it good to write comment? Number one, it improves readability. So as you write comment on your code, it helps others know what your code is doing. So you see here now, when you say store username, user will know, or another developer will know that, okay, this part of your code is storing username, this part is storing age. You say store age or store user age. So it makes your fellow developers know what your code is. So it improves readability. Two, it facilitates collaboration. make it easier for team to work together on the same code base. So when you are working with others, they will easily know what your code is doing, and it helps to facilitate collaboration. You people can work together, make updates to codes and the rest. Number 3, it's assist in debugging. So if your code, you're having error from your code, you will easily know where the error is coming from. So if the error is coming from username, you will easily know from the comment. So because when you write your code, now mind you, these are just a simple code we're writing here. When you come into a real life project, when you are developing platform, developing website, you write complex codes. So the code will be very long, will be kind of complex. So you need to write those comments to explain what it's doing. And in most cases, error can come inside the function, not from the full function, but probably part of your code inside the function will have error. So if you are writing your comment very well, you know where the error is coming from. And fourthly, comment serves as documentation to your code. It helps to explain what your code is doing, it helps to explain what your program is all about. So now let's move into types of comment. What are the types of comments we have? Number 1, we have a single line comment. Number 2, we have multi-line comments. So we write single line comment by using this hash sign, and we write the text. If you notice this comment is in a single line. What about if we want to write other comment, like we press enter and say this is another comment. Press enter, this is another comment. So you cannot write multiple lines like this. If not, or probably you can be putting hash sign here, which may be inconvenience for you. So because of that one, we also have what we call multi-line comment. To write multi-line comment, you use triple double quotes. Now, you hold your shift sign, you see your quote sign is before your enter key, or should I say by the left of your enter key, you see your quote sign there. So hold your shift key and press that key. It will show you probably two like this, but you need 3. You can bring your console to the side and press it one more time. So you see this is 3 double quotes, but this is already open. If you notice all the code we wrote here, they are all now like ashes color, showing you that they are regarded as a comment. So I need to close this triple double quote here. So I will hold shift again and press that sign, show 2. I will bring the console out and press it one more time. So now with this, I've do the opening and this is the closing. So any text inside this space is regarded as a comment. So I can come and be writing this is my first comment, press enter. This is another comment. So any text inside this quotes are regarded as comments, and they are ignored by your Python interpreter. So now let's move into best practices for writing comments. What are some things you need to put into consideration when writing your comments? Number 1, be clear and concise. Your comment should be brief but informative. If you are storing the user age, state it, you are storing the user age. If you are storing the username, state it clearly, you are storing the username, and don't explain other things, just explain what that code is doing. Number 2, keep comment up to date. So when you update your code, assuming who have this project come again and say, okay, we don't want to be storing username, we want to be storing first name. So when you update it, when you update your code to first name, you should still remember to update your comment to first name. So this is it. So put this into consideration. Number 3, avoid the redundant comments. There are some comments that are not needed. When you state something like this inside a function, it's not needed. Although this is not a function, we have not gotten to functions, so I don't want to introduce you to concepts we have not gotten to. So that's why I'm using these basic examples that you already understand. So, but when you are writing your function, you can have variable assignments inside your function. So you don't need to say, okay, this is what you are doing there, because it's a obvious thing everybody already know. So, but your comment should explain complex things in your code, things that are difficult to understand, or things that are not obvious. Your comment should explain it. Then finally, let's go into where do you write comments, or where are the position you write comments. Number one, or the recommended way, is for you to write comment before your code. That is the recommended way of writing comments. You write comment before your code. But some people write comments, or some people writing comment by the side of the code. This is inline comment. Some people like writing comment at the side of the code. So whether you write comments before the code or you write comment by the side of the code, it is also okay. The main thing is that you are writing comment. The main thing is that your comment is good. Your comment is clear, is concise. Your comment, you use proper grammar. You use correct spelling. So you don't spell, maybe you want to write first name, you spell it another way around. You don't use wrong spelling. You don't use incorrect grammar. So those are just some things you put into consideration when writing your comment. So I will see you in the next video.